Good afternoon and welcome to Suzuka and welcome to the final round of the iRacing Israel League Live, brought to you by OBS and live on both the iRacing Israel League channels and OBS Esports as well. On your screens at the moment, Alon Day. He's in the middle of his qualifying attempt. That did look like a slow run through Spoon Curve. Might just be one of his prep laps. He's still got a chance at one more lap at the end of this one. And, well, what a place to do the season finale. What a circuit this place is. One of the most incredible tracks in terms of driving, definitely, as Yuval Merrick goes to provisional pole with a 2-minute .965, the only driver into the 2 minutes. And other drivers setting their laps through. Aviv Cohen into provisional pole of the GT4s, about 5 seconds ahead of Asaf Yaron. And Gilead Heskia sets a lap, a representative one, but still 9/10 off Aviv Cohen, who's in provisional pole position at the moment. Here's Aviv on your screens coming through the beautiful Essa section here at Suzuka. Omri Farag as well, setting a lap time, but not. Oh, big slide from Aviv Cohen. That will be qualifying over as he hits the wall on that one as well. And here's a look at Yuval Merrick. He sits second in the championship behind Reem Gross and, well, ahead of him in the qualifying session, at least for the time being. You look at the live sectors. Reem Gross going quicker by 0.2 in Sector 1. Quicker by 0.08 of a second in Sector 2. We'll see what he does come the end of this lap. This would be quick enough to beat Yuval Merrick. On the predicted laps, it is quicker by Reem Gross at the moment. Clean through one. Wow, not as clean as I thought it would be. Big wobble there at the end. That might have cost him at least a little bit of lap time, at least a 10th, I think. But coming to the line, here comes Reem Gross to set a time. Yuval Merrick does not improve. Reem Gross does improve. 2 minutes 8. 2 minutes .812, and that is provisional pole. And here comes Alon Day, the third on the grid. 2-minute 1.008, about half a tenth off the pole time. Do we have any more of the GT4s? This is Asaf Yaron coming to the end of the lap. He improves, but that was a lap deleted. Draw last crosses the line as well. Lap time doesn't count. Arnon Levi in coming back down into the pits. We'll have a look if there's still anybody on a lap. Yehuda Hod Ben Yosef at the very end of his one at the moment. Here he runs. Currently sitting 4th place in class, 9th overall. And he is second in the standings behind Yerin Levi, who sits second in qualifying at the moment. Here comes Yehuda Ben Yosef and does improve, but not enough to gain a place. He sets a 2-minute 12.140. But what a lap by Aviv Cohen. 2 minutes 10.960. And, well, that's about 9/10 ahead of everyone in qualifying. Reem Gross, your pole sitter for race 1 here tonight, ahead of Yuval Merrick. And then it's Alon Day and Nadav Yaron on the second row of the grid. Then we've got Yossi Gabay and Aviv Cohen in 6th position, the highest of the GT4s. Yerin Levi ahead of Gilead Heskia. Yehuda Hod Ben Yosef in 9th, with Omri Farag lining up alongside him. And Asaf Yaron rounds out your 11-car grid that took the qualifying session. We do have a few more cars lining up for the race. We've got Michael Scherling in 12th overall, Arnon Levi in 13th overall, and Dror last in 14th overall. A few more cars than we had during the qualifying session. At least a few more cars are lining up to race than we had in the qualifying session. They should move out soon enough. I think everybody's now lined up on the grid. You can see cars starting to move as the Porsche pace car makes its way out. Taking a look at the heli shot here. The Porsche pace car leads the field away as Reem Gross and Yuval Merrick line up on the front row of the grid. And away they go. Very early start from Reem Gross, as Yuval Merrick is actually now in a battle with Alon Day, and Alon Day is going to take it up to the line in second position ahead of Yuval Merrick. As down into turn one, they go side by side. Yuval Merrick tries to battle it against Alon Day, but not going to happen this time, and Alon Day now up into second position, relatively clean behind, and Aviv Cohen holds the lead in the GT4s ahead of Yurin Levi, Gilead Heskia, and Yehuda Hod Ben Yosef, so pretty clean so far. On your screens, Yuval Merrick, he's trying to stay with Alon Day, and Reem Gross getting a big gap at the front of the field, your championship leader, and well, champion-elect coming into this weekend already. Very much a race for glory here for these drivers. Yehudot Ben Yosef actually jumps up a position because I believe that's Gilead Heskia exploring the limits of the circuit. It looks like there's a little bit of damage on his BMW, but not too much. I think we may be able to look at a replay. Here we go. Oh, just went wide all on his zone, and will that be a smack into the barrier? Nope. Gets away with it relatively cleanly, so we'll have a chance to make those positions back up. Yurin Levi actually staying right up with your GT4 leader. Alonde's lost about 0.7 of a second. Another GT4 going a bit wide there in the background. Now Aviv Cohen ahead of Yurin Levi, ahead of Yehuda Hodman Yosef down through 130R. And they'll come into the final chicane of the lap for the first time in race 1. It's 20-minute race 1 and 20-minute race 2 here at Suzuka. A beautiful chicane run through by Aviv Cohen. He's held on to that beautifully. And that's your battle for first. Big gains by Yurin Levi through the turns, by Aviv Cohen through the turns. Yurin Levi catches back up as they go down the straight, so will be kind of accordion racing here in the GT4s, as we've seen it all the way throughout the season. Big battle, though, here in the GT3s. This is Yossi Gabe and Michael Scherling. Battle for fifth as they go into the hairpin. Michael Scherling showing his nose, but not going to make it happen against Yossi Gabe here. Down into the hairpin. Going to have to wait just a little bit more. the number 200 machine against the 17. And looks like Yosuke was maybe a little bit slow on the apex. Michael Schurling having to avoid that. Maybe Michael Schurling was a little bit fast into the apex, but the gap stays relatively similar. There's going to be a good gain down this back straight and on the front straightaway as well. Quite a few chances to get some good slipstream, but a little bit wide by Michael Schurling. He's got a few track limit warnings to get through until he gets to a penalty, so he's got a chance to abuse it just a little bit. And as all racing drivers do, when you want to win, you've got to use up all of the track available. Reem Gross, 2 minutes, .628, quicker than what he set in the qualifying session, as he set the fastest lap of the race. A little bit, just about 2/10 quicker than what Alon Day managed. And Michael Schurling closes back up once again. Clearly favoring the S's is Michael Schurling. He looked good through them last lap round, and well, he looks good through at least the first section this time as well. A little bit of aero wash on the GT3 cars as Michael Schurling disappears from the track and comes back again. We did see Michael Schurling get super close last time round. Well, now he's made a mistake, and that battle is gonna come back maybe, but definitely not super soon. This is Gilead Heskia versus Dror Last for 6th position in GT4. And 6th and 7th, these two drivers run. Gilead Heskia in the 4. We saw him go off the track at the beginning of the race right here. And well, speaking of going off the track, Dror Last goes right off the circuit and lets Gilead Heskia through. Gilead Heskia up into 6th as he continues his recovery drive up the field. Here's Alon Day, still running in 2nd position. Alon Day missed quite a few rounds of the season, so not in any championship battle is Alon. Still one of the stars in the races that he did contest this season. So as we continue to look on, well, you could call it a battle for the lead. It's some more of a train for the lead at the moment, sitting at about that 1 second gap between all of them. A little bit of aero wash that these cars have. It's not the easiest thing in the world to stay behind someone. It's not Formula 1 levels of aero wash, but it's still a bit of work to stay behind. Back to Gilead Heskia because he's making fantastic progress through the field. He's now caught up to Asaf Yaron and will try and make a move, maybe somewhere along the track, a little bit wide at turn 1. But that gap coming down super quickly. And, well, if he can get past Asaf Yaron, he'll have Omri Farag right there in front of him. I think Yehuda Ben Yosef is a little bit too far away. 4.4 seconds separate Omri Farag and Yehuda Ben Yosef for 4th position, but at least up into 4th, I think he'd hope. We have another battle that we might jump into in a few seconds' time. Michael Schurling getting close to Yosuke once again, as once again Asaf Yaron now goes off the road. Last time it was Dror Last, now it was Asaf Yaron, but Asaf Yaron holds on to the position for the time being, and to the hairpin they come. We'll see if Gilead Heskia has any tricks up his sleeve. Nope, not really. Arnon Levi gets past Michael Schurling. Michael Schurling was driving slowly, so something happened there. Clearly may have crashed. That's the report I'm getting. We'll have a look at what happened to Michael Schurling in a few moments' time once we look at the battle in front of your eyes. And great exit, actually, for Asaf Yaron. Gilead Heskia losing quite a bit of time. Alan Day recovering on this lap in terms of lap time. He's starting to chip away at the lead. Maybe getting a bit more comfortable in his BMW at M4 GT3. Everybody in identical BMW M4 GT3s. Back down the pit straight we come. Gilead Heskia will not make the move here, so let's have a look at what happened to Michael Scherling a little bit earlier on through 130R. Oh, touch of the curb and into the barrier, got away with it. Well, you can call getting away with it, but it could have ended up worse, and that's why I'd say he got away with that one. Back to the battle for 5th in GT4. It is Asaf Yaron versus Gilead Heskia as they both go off the road, but both keeping it out of the barrier somehow. That's an easy place to lose the car. That's clearly a time loss for Gilead Heskia. So Gilead Heskia, even though he caught up super quick, not finding where he can make that overtake, and his car just looking a little bit more nervous, as that was Omri Farrig going right off the road and stays in 4th. But not by too much. So now it's a freeway battle for 4th position in the GT4 class. We're keeping one eye out on the GT3 lead because, oh wow, very slow on the exit for Omri Farrig. It's another great exit for Asaf Yaron as they'll go side by side down into 130R. Who's going to be the bravest here? I think. Actually, yep, Asaf Yaron has got the position, so he made it down that back straight. We'll see if Gilead Heskia can do anything into the chicane. Nope, not yet. It looks like a good run through the chicane by Omri Farrig, who might try and come back at Asaf Yaron here on the front straightaway. And Gilead Heskia sitting patiently there. Actually, being caught by Dror Last, who looked to be out of that battle, but clearly coming back into it. He's getting closer and closer. Very wide from Asaf Yaron. Omri Farrig sniffing another chance at a position here. And not going to happen this time. It's difficult to make a move through the S's. You have to be really brave. Very different line being taken by Asaf Yaron. That's how everybody catches up to him. But then sometimes loses the time on the exits. But looks like Asaf Yaron just feeling the pressure a little bit. A few mistakes we've seen from him this race so far, or at least when he's been up in front. Very close by Omri Farrig. Contact off the road. And, well, that was just a push in the rear. And now a chance for Gilead Heskia to make a move on Omri Farrig, who, well, I'm sure he'll be looked at by the stewards because that looked like he, well, pretty much ran into the back of Asaf Yaron. We'll try and get a replay of it in a moment's time, but this is the battle for 4th position. Omri Farrig on your left, Gilead Heskia on your right, and they're going to go side by side now into 130R. We've seen it last lap. Well, it's going to happen again this time round as well. Who's going to be the bravest through there? It is Gilead Heskia, as actually Omri Farrig loses a position to Dror Last in that scuffle for 4th position. I think we've got a replay of what happened there. Nope, wrong replay. Now I think we've got the right replay. Here we go. So this is on board with Omri Farag, and what happened into the braking zone? Oh, right into the back of Asaf Yaron. I'm sure the stewards will have something to say about that one. But Omri Farag dropped himself now down to 6th position. Have a shot at drawer last if he stays on the circuit. Alon Day has lost a bit of time to Ring Gross. This is interesting though. Yurin Levi has caught up to Aviv Cohen. Aviv Cohen, well, he was untouchable in qualifying. I would have thought he'd be untouchable in the race, but really not the case here. As Yurin Levi getting closer and closer, 0.5 of a second, that gap for the lead. With the way that these GT4 cars work and how much slipstream they have, that gap's going to come down for the lead in the GT4s. Have a look at the timing tower on the left-hand side. As they go down the straights, look at how much the gap comes down. So this battle not over yet. Alon Day catching back up, so maybe some small mistakes being made by the drivers. Four minutes to go in this one. Here's your battle for the lead, separated by about 0.8 of a second. They've been at that gap, I'd say since the start of the race, pretty much. But Alon Day trying to do something. He looks good on this lap. He looks positive in terms of his predicted lap time. Looks like he's catching up to Ring Gross finally. Oh, very wide. That is very creative track limits by Alon Day, but, well, he has to do something if he wants to catch up. Battle in the GT4s for 5th position by between Drawer Last and Omri Farag. But that battle's gone away because I believe Omri Farag's had an off. This battle for the lead, look at that, down to 0.3 of a second. And they're going to approach traffic now with 3.5 minutes to go. That means 2 laps to go for your GT3 leaders. Not a lot of time for Alon Day to make a move. He's going to have to be clinical through the traffic here. The traffic lets them go. I believe that's Drawer Last. No, that's Asaf Yaron letting them by. So being very, very sensible. Just lifting out of it and getting out of the way because he knows the battle for the lead is coming up. Alon Day about 0.3 back. He's getting closer and closer. I think maybe, just maybe, Ring Gross is losing a bit of tire life in his BMW. The chance for Alon Day to maybe make some kind of a move. Yurin Levi, by the way, as well, 0.3 of a second back, so we'll see which battle we got to focus on, maybe both at some points. And it will be the last lap of the race as they cross the line next time. You'll get the white flag across the start-finish straight in a few moments' time. Very wide once again for Alon Day, really using up all of the track. He knows he's got the track limit warnings to do so. He's got enough of them saved up for the rest of the race. Keeping an eye out on this as well. This is the battle for the GT4 lead. This is a little bit closer, actually, than the battle for the GT3 lead. Keep an eye on both, see which one we got to look at. But now it will be a chance for Jeroen Levi to maybe make a move on Aviv Cohen, maybe into the hairpin. They'll have 2 laps, I think. I don't think the leaders will get to him. As they come into the hairpin, Jeroen Levi to the inside, but Aviv Cohen holds on to it and really parks it on the apex to make sure that there's no funny business on the exit. Very smart driving by these two. Both picking their fights and picking their opportunities. Here comes Jeroen Levi. He's going to have a very good chance now around the lap, or at least into the chicane. He'll have a very good chance at making a move because he's super close this time, and I think this is the closest he's been all race long. Little twitch on the curb, and that kind of removes the chance for a move, but Aviv Cohen goes wide. And now it's a switchback down the straight. But doesn't work just yet, and they'll continue battling on for one more lap of this race. This is your battle for the overall lead. Super wide by Alon Day. He's going to try and do something into the chicane, maybe to the outside of Reem Gross, but not going to happen. And Reem Gross is going to hold on to win race 1 here tonight at Suzuka by the slimmest of margins, just about half a second ahead of Alon Day and Yuval Merrick here in the GT3s. But back to the GT4 battle. This one's not done yet. It's Jeroen Levi versus Aviv Cohen for first position. Here they go once again. 0.4 of a second separate these two. Aviv Cohen maybe trying to do some, maybe trying to hold on to that one, but Jeroen Levi maybe trying to do something here, trying to find some kind of way to make a move down into, I think, the chicane. That's his best opportunity, I'd call it. But not yet. I think that gap's just a little bit too big. I think Aviv Cohen may have just held on with a fantastic last lap, and Jeroen Levi doing everything he can, going as wide as possible, using as much of the track as he can fathom, but it's not going to happen. It's too far. Too far for Jeroen Levi, and it's going to be a pole to a victory for Aviv Cohen. And he clean sweeps race 1 here at Suzuka in the GT4s. Aviv Cohen wins the race ahead of Jeroen Levi. Yehuda Ben Yosef will finish in 3rd, and Gilead Heskia in 4th position after running off the road back on lap 1. Let's have a look at your results of race 1. Reem Gross takes the win ahead of Alon Day, Yuval Merrick, Nadav Yaron, Yossi Gibey, Arnon Levi, and Michael Sherling. And for the GT4s, it's Aviv Cohen ahead of Jeroen Levi, Yehuda Ben Yosef, Gilead Heskia, Dror Last, Omri Farag, and Asaf Yaron. Let's have a quick look at the grid as well. Aviv Cohen will start on pole, but I think he'll be shuffled back, so it will be Michael Sherling ahead of Arnon Levi, Yossi Gibey, Nadav Yaron, Yuval Merrick, Alon Day, Reem Gross, Yarin Levi, Yehuda Ben Yosef, Gilead Heskia, Dror last, Omri Farrig, Safiron, and that is your grid. And I was right, as Yarin Levi didn't move, Aviv Cohen didn't move back down the field, so Michael Sherling will be your pole sitter here. And we're off. Michael Sherling takes the initiative, and we're off racing for the final time here on the iRacing Israel League. As down to turn 1 we come. It's relatively clean so far as they head into turn 1. A little bit of side-by-side. This is wide from Yossi Gabay. And Alon Day capitalizes on that one. He's going to take the position. And I think Alon Day has gained quite a few spots. Oh, some incidents up in front. And Alon Day not waiting for anybody as he's trying to make a move for P2 now. On track, he's going to try and make it around the outside. Not going to happen of Nadav Yaron. And he's got Arnon Levi now side by side with him as they go into the right. And, well, the position does Alon Day. This is the battle. Yossi Gabay. He's got Ring Gross and Yuval Merrick behind him. Haven't had the starts that Alon Day managed to do. Let's have a look at this. Yarin Levi. Being hunted by Gilead Heskia and Aviv Cohen in the lead of the GT4s. Keeps the lead in the GT4s. See if he can have another lights to flag victory here. Back to Alon Day, who's making progress in the field. 3 positions up already from the start of the race. Somebody disappeared off timings. Here's Nadav Yaron. What happened here? Down into the pits. Maybe we missed something. Here's Nadav Yaron. So coming through the left, through 130R. Oh, touches that curb. Big hit into the wall. Everybody got through it incredibly. But Nadav Yaron back on to pit road to get his car fixed. And that puts Alon Day now up into second position and trying to chase after Michael Sherling. This is Reem Gross. Right behind Yossi Gabay. 4th position in the GT3s. Gonna try and make a move, maybe. Nope, thinks better of it. He's gonna have to wait at least a few more turns before they get to the hairpin. As they come into the hairpin, trying the outside line as Yossi Gabay defends the inside, and, well, the battle continues on. Yuval Merrick, a spectator from behind them, trying to go to the outside, is Reem Gross. Not going to happen. Now outside again, as inside switched to outside through that sequence of turns, and Yuval Merrick now very much involved in this one, so it is a freeway battle for 4th position. Holds on. Does Yossi Gabay for just a little bit longer, but will he hold on into the chicane? He does. Reem Gross not making the move just yet. He might do down the straight, though. He's got a chance. As Yossi Gabay defends this one. Michael Sherling, fastest lap of the race. To the outside, and they touch. Yuval Merrick touches with Reem Gross as Reem Gross tried to take it around the outside of Yossi Gabe, Yuval Merrick tried the inside and, well, didn't work. But this is the battle for the GT4 lead. Now down into turn 1. Aviv Cohen being put under quite a lot of pressure here by both Yarin Levi and Gilead Heskia. And we switch back to this battle side by side once again between Reem Gross and Yossi Gabe. To the outside goes Reem Gross. Is he going to make it round the outside of the hairpin? I think, incredibly, he has. Wow, you don't see that very often, but round the outside at the hairpin here at Suzuka. Reem Gross shows you it's possible. Never thought it was. But some of the moves these drivers make, well, sometimes you think it's impossible, but they show that everything is possible. Beautiful move by Reem Gross, and Alon Day actually getting very close to the lead in the GT3s. About 3/10 off. Alon Day looking to be in the hot seat for the win here. If he can get past Michael Scherling, well, he's bound to just drive away here at the front of the field. A little bit of a nudge to Michael Scherling, saying get on with it. Michael made a small mistake down into turn 1. Battle continues on. Well, Merrick as well. He's now attacking Yossi Gabe for 5th position. He's lost Reem Gross, who's gone in front now by quite a margin. Reem Gross now trying to catch up to Arnon Levi, and this is the battle into the hairpin. Wow, Alon Day, big push from behind and pushes Michael Scherling out of the way to take the lead in the GT3s. Alon Day, well, we'll see if he lifts off to give that place back. I don't think he will. Alon Day keeps the lead, and he's going to try and run away with this one. Got a chance to do so. He's been incredibly fast so far tonight. Well, Merrick trying to do something with Yossi Gabe. And, oh, off the road. Spin for, trying to find Yarin Levi. Here we go, this into the hairpin. What happened here? Oh, gets tagged from behind. And, well, I think Yarin Levi just missed the turn a little bit, but Gilead Heskia ran into the side of him, so I'll give that one to the stewards to judge. This is Yuval Merrick once again, for 5th position still behind Yossi Gabe. Yossi Gabe doing a fine job of holding these two up, who are 1st and 2nd in the championship, remember. Yossi Gabe doing a fantastic job still, holding on to 5th position. Merrick can't really do anything. He has to wait. Just wait one more turn. He might try and do something into the hairpin, but not with an exit like that, he won't. Has to still stay behind. Can't do a move. And still holds on. Yossi Gabe doing a good job of not only keeping Yuval Merrick behind, but still keeping within pace of the drivers ahead as Reem Gross closes in on Ernon Levi for third. Michael Schirling still holds the fastest lap of the race. He got that while at the front of the field. Alon Day does not have a single lap registered as he keeps getting track limit warnings. Here we go down into turn one. What will Yuval Merrick do? He's going to try the outside, and Yossi Gabe holds on. Yossi Gabe realizes that he can hold on to this fifth position. He drives this race smart. Just halfway through at the moment here from Suzuka. Here's the battle for fourth position in the GT4s. Omri Farag versus Yarin Levi and Yehuda Ben Yosef in behind them as well. Trying to do something here. These battles popping up everywhere as now we've got another battle between Reem Gross and Ernon Levi. And Reem Gross is going to get that position. He made that move into the hairpin, out of the hairpin, and gets that position done now. Reem Gross up into podium positions in the 44 machine. Going to try and catch up to Michael Schirling. Not much time left. But a chance of doing that. Here's this battle once again. Yuval Merrick, closest that he's been to Yossi Gabe all night tonight. And here we go through the 130R. And holds on. Does Yossi Gabe still spin? Wow, how did Yuval Merrick avoid that one? And Yossi Gabe, he's off the road, and he's got quite a bit of damage to his BMW. Spun it all by himself by touching that curb, and that gives a free position to Yuval Merrick to the inside. Maybe Yehuda Ben Yosef. Nope. Omri Farag holds on to fourth as he goes wide, and now it's side by side in a drag race through the triple right. But good job by Yossi Gabe for holding on for that long. He really, really did a phenomenal job throughout the start, throughout the first part of this race. As Yehuda Ben Yosef gets up into fourth position in the GT4s. Going to be difficult to catch up to Aviv Cohen or Yarin Levi. Not an easy task. This is Reem Gross, but somebody's had an incident. Aviv Cohen, because he's down into pit lane, and that puts Yehuda Ben Yosef up into third. Let's have a look at what happened to Aviv Cohen. From the lead of the GT4s as well. And touches that curb, that deadly curb, and off the road he went. And Aviv Cohen, from the lead of the GT4s, well, he's been having a perfect weekend. That's not a perfect end to it. Well, a perfect Monday night. That's not a perfect end to it, unfortunately. So another pit stop being made by one of the front runners. And that's him coming back out of the pits. Look if our GT4 championship calculator works properly. Don't think it... maybe it does. I think it does. I think Urin Levi would win this one anyway. He's going not in that battle. This is Michael Scherling. He's got 3 laps to hold on to second position. He's going to battle Reem Gross all the way up to the end of this race. And Reem Gross, well, he's a man on a mission, but he's got to overtake, and we saw him get stuck behind Yossi Gabay for a while. If he can get away with it. Can hold on to second position, that would be a fantastic result for Michael Scherling. Alonde, see, and the background getting a bit caught up in the traffic. 2 laps to go. Here from Suzuka. Michael Scherling holds on still by about 0.6 of a second. They've got Nadav Yaron in front of them in the red BMW. Well, they're all BMWs, but in the red liveried car. Here's the 200 machine of Michael Scherling. I've been very much impressed with him in this second race, putting in a fantastic performance. Onto the lead for a while. Was caught by a charging Alonde. It was difficult to stop him, but after that little bit of contact, he's kept his head down and continues to push on for a second position finish here. Here we look at Michael Scherling and Reem Gross. Still that battle going on. By the way, Gilead Heskia has got about a 12-second lead at the front of the GT4s, so he's quite safe. But we saw very fast drivers making mistakes, so it's not out of the question. Nobody is fully safe in the lead, but Michael Scherling doing a good job. He's still about 6 to 5/10 as I say that. Right off the road goes Michael Scherling, but needs to hold on by just about half a second in front of in the second place here in the GT3s. Michael Scherling lost 1 place. Alonde gained 5. That's the gain that Alonde has here tonight. Huge gain as Alonde starts the final lap of this race and sets the fastest lap of the race as well, just to ensure his dominant performance here in race 2. We go still looking at this battle between Michael Scherling and Reem Gross. Who's going to come out on top between these two drivers? It's a big, big battle. With the way Michael Scherling has been driving, if he can just keep out of any mistakes, I think he might just have enough to hold on. But he's going to have to keep that pressure contained that Reem Gross is putting onto him as they go into the hairpin for one last time. Reem Gross trying to make a move to the outside. Is Michael Scherling going to hold on the inside? No, he gets spun around. Michael Scherling gets spun round as they touch in the middle of the corner, and, well, he's now going to have to contend with Arnold Levi catching up to him, but I think he's just about going to be able to hold on. It will be Reem Gross taking second position. I'm sure the stewards will have a look at that incident, but it looked more like a racing incident to me, to be honest. And Reem Gross will take second position, but still, Michael Scherling, don't take anything away from him. He's going to end up in third if he doesn't make any more mistakes throughout this lap. If he doesn't make any mistakes throughout the rest of this lap, and will be still a great performance by Michael. But here's your winner for race 2, Alan Day. Dominant performance in GT3. Ahead of Reem Gross, and then Michael Scherling. Arnold Levi takes 4th position right behind Michael Scherling. I'm sure Michael Scherling will not be super happy about that, but he should be proud. Brilliant performance by him. And this is going to be your GT4 race winner, as that battle for the championship, I think, is over as well. It will be Jeroen Levi taking that win. By the way, the GT3 champion, I think I can pretty much confirm that. Reem Gross is GT3 champion here in the iRacing Israel League. And, well, it should be Jeroen Levi taking the championship title in the GT4, as he finished both races ahead of Yehuda Ben Yosef here tonight. Well, he's going to finish in a bit. He hasn't finished yet. And here comes Gilead Heskia to take the win in the GT4s. Well, a brilliantly run race 2 for him. No mistakes, and takes the win in race 2. Jeroen Levi is going to cross the line to take that championship title ahead of Yehuda Ben Yosef. And Omri Farag will be the last to cross the line here at Suzuka. Here we go, GT3 results after 10 laps. Alonde takes the win ahead of Reem Gross, Michael Scherling, Arnold Levi, Yuval Merrick, Yossi Gabay, and Nadav Yaron. In the GT4s, it's Gilead Heskia, Jeroen Levi, Yehuda Ben Yosef, Omri Farag, Dror Last, Aviv Cohen, and Asaf Yaron, rounding out your top 7. And, well, that's been it from the iRacing Israel League. I hope you enjoyed it just as much as we did. Season 14 of the iRacing Israel League ends here tonight, and I hope you all enjoyed it. It's been a pleasure covering this from us at OBS, and thank you to both the staff and all the drivers at the iRacing Israel League for putting on such a wonderful show every Monday, except last time where we had it on a Saturday. It's been a pleasure, and we will see you all next time. Go follow the iRacing Israel League on illracing.com or on their Facebook group at facebook.com/iRacing Israel League. You can find that all in the video description, and obviously live timing and all the race results are on grip.com. Thank you all, and have a wonderful night.